It. Tonight we're going to be doing our non-Meta Monday testing again, and tonight we're playing a deck that I've been excited to get into and test some more of, and that is Mega Greninja with Dragapult. I think there's several other ways to play this deck that maybe are better, but this one I think is the funnest way to play. So, taking a look here at our deck, we're running it with Mega Greninja along with the Terra Greninja EX, and then Dragapult, and for our A spec, we're running Neo Upper, and I love the way this runs with the Mega Greninja because it allows us to circle that energy back into our hand over and over again. So the goal would be for us to be able to continually use the Neo Upper energy kind of back and forth over and over again. So we'll kind of see how that plays through tonight. Again, I'm excited to test this out. This is a deck I've been excited to test. Unfortunately, we've been on vacation the last week, so that's why unfortunately I haven't been on and streaming like I usually would be. So we're going to get some stuff in tonight. Hopefully, get back into the groove after taking a week off or so here. But again, I think this is a great deck to start with because I think it's a lot of fun. Do I think it's going to be the best deck of all time? I don't know. Is it going to be meta? Probably not, because I think Dragapult by itself is still better. But be interesting just to see how it plays out. So this is what we got going for non-meta Monday today. If there's a deck you do want to see in upcoming non-meta Mondays, you got to hit me up in the chat. Let me know what are some of the decks you'd like to see as part of the non-meta Mondays. And then as always, we're giving away free code cards as we go tonight. And we have a ton of old code cards we're doing that are all mixed in. So this is like a single strike Urshifu box, along with some of the new Chaos Rising too. So if you need the code cards, please jump in and take those. If not, just leave them for the next person. But we got a whole bunch of old code cards I got the other day. I think you'll get some cool stuff off of that for sure. So let's jump in. Let's see how it goes. I've only played this deck 2 or 3 different times, so hopefully tonight on Non-Meta Monday we can get some good run with it and get going. But again, jump in the chat or the description and let me know what are some other decks you want to see for Non-Meta Mondays. Because I love testing out a variety of different things. We are going to probably start doing some expanded decks too, because we've got a local tournament coming up. I think we actually want to go second because we're running Badoos and stuff in here. So let's see, we'll find out. Yes, we've got an expanded tournament coming up at the end, like in a month or so. And so I'm hopeful to get some ideas on how to play some expanded, what are good decks to run. I've never run expanded before, so I got no idea what I even like yet. All right, Badoo. And this is an okay hand. I wish we had some kind of supporter, right? But otherwise we'll be all right. Yeah, and then otherwise, again, I haven't been on in the last week. The last tournament we went to, I won the last cup that we were at, so had a great tournament. Went undefeated and really had a great time. And then Parker also had a great tournament. He ended up 3-1, but he played 3 Masters as a junior. Yo, what up, Zero? And so Parker had a great tournament his last go around too, and he barely lost. I think he had a way to win the final match, but again, he had a great tournament too. So we both, ended the day I think 8-1-1 as a crew. So that was pretty dang good for the Larson household for sure. Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about expanded. I don't know what's good or bad. Um, I do know what decks I liked to play when Parker and I first got into Pokemon. So like I loved the Mew VMAX deck. So that's a deck we've been looking at. Parker really liked the Shadow Rider Calyrex deck, so that's actually what I got building today for him. So he may run the Shadow Rider deck for his expanded. All right, so we got Froakie. I don't love having Risky Ruins in place, right? Because we don't have Monkey Dories, so it's not going to make this as easy for us. Unfortunately, Shaman is damage and not damage counters. So that doesn't really help us out here. Let me look back at our hands. So we got Froakie. All right, so I think we want to go here. Let's go here, and then I think we just get another Dreepy in play. I think that's kind of the right play at this point. And then we just Badoo and we go from there and see what's up. Yeah, thanks, man. Hell of a great day. It was a fun tournament for sure. And we actually just learned that there's a statewide tournament in Colorado that they're doing this summer. And so we found out Parker's top 5 in the state of Colorado. So we're hoping that we can get over to a tournament in Denver over the summer. So that'll be a lot of fun for sure. I mean, there is some crazy tag team Pokemon. I had to order one card for Parker's deck today. It was hard to find, which was Trevenant and Dusk Noir tag team. I don't know anything about it, but it looks sick. It looks so cool. So we'll see if we can get that deck put together. All right, I mean, I don't mind the Frogadier. I guess we should have waited in case we could have got the rare candy. I guess that's my bad, because if we could have got the rare candy, we would have been in a better spot for sure. Nah. I don't know if it's better just to keep the water in hand. I feel like we want to keep it in hand in case we're able to get into the Greninja next turn and somehow get to our Neo Upper, right? I mean, that's, I think, the goal. I don't know. We'll see. Again, we know this Dragapult deck is way better than the Mega Greninja, so it'll be interesting to see. I can't believe this is a game we're going to win, but yeah, so super pumped for Parker. Yeah, so we'll see. Several of my other buddies got in, and so hopefully we'll get some good deck testing in over the next month and get ready for. This is the first year they've done this tournament in Colorado, so we're not sure what to expect. We're just hoping we can go out and play well. And then in the meantime, we're also going to be working on some expanded stuff that's going on here locally too. If you guys know of any cool expanded decks, you got to hit me up in the chat. Because I really don't know. I've never looked at expanded. There aren't any specific expanded decks that I like or want to see. Bro, if he KSO this Badoo here, that's not what I want to see, but that's whatever. Yeah, so I knew this early on that Risky Ruins was going to be a problem for sure. Because it just made it too easy for them to get damage on our end of the board, and we just don't have any to throw back over. You know, I do think that I like. There's a Dunsparce Mega Greninja that I think I maybe like more. I think. I guess we just go here. I don't know. I guess summoning Jujitsu's not the worst attack ever. It's a sweet ass name, right? Summoning Jiu-Jitsu. Damn, that's a badass name. Let's hope we hit Hilda or a Neo Upper here, because that's going to make me feel way better. Yeah, all right, well. Just like that, I guess. All right, so we can at least use Mortal Shuriken, getting rid of the water energy, and then... And do we take out... I think we take out the Badoo, because then we're going to take out anything else they move up to, right? So I feel like this is the best way to go, is take out Badoo. It doesn't matter at all who they put in the active. We're going to take the KO, and that's where we would have gone anyways, I think. So do we need to put... We'll put it back in hand. It doesn't really matter, but... Or do we leave Neo Upper on? I mean, he's got 0 way to get to that 300, so then we can use the water energy on our next turn. I don't know, whatever. Again, I've only played this deck a couple times. I'm still trying to get it going. Yeah, unsure, right? They're going to be able to probably take out the Dracloak, I would assume, here, as long as they can get into Crispin. Yeah, we'll see how good of a turn they end up having. Yeah, 0, so I don't know. We're going to try to make a couple of different expanded decks. I think... Mew VMAX is going to be one of the first ones. Parker also really liked Eternatus, but the expanded deck for that is gonna be really hard to get a hold of, so I'm not really sure what to do with it. Nah, it was great, man. We went to the Bahamas. You know, I wouldn't say it was super short, but relatively short. But enjoyed the beach, had a great time for sure. He's going into Meowth. Yeah, for Crispin. It's not surprising. Again, this is where we're in a lot of trouble, because their deck is just way better. It's just a better deck than what we're running. I mean, I guess special red card puts us in an okay spot. But we got no way to get up to 300 either, so we're both going to be having to find where to put the damage on this correctly. Yeah, and unfortunately, we just haven't been in Pokemon enough. We have nothing from X and Y or Sun and Moon, and from what I've been told, okay, so... At least we've got we're going to be able to get in. I'm actually surprised they went after the Frogadier, because we can still attack with Dragapult coming up here next. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's go. Man, it sucks I can't use special red card this turn. That'd make me feel a lot happier, right? And either way, they're going to take a KO here with this Dracloak on the next turn, I think. And that'd be the right play to make. Alright, I don't mind seeing a little determination. We haven't seen a single... support card yet, right? So, I mean, I think we still put the damage on Dracloak, or on Dragapult. Do we put it, I think we still put it on the active, they're going to be able to monkey it off no matter what. Doesn't necessarily matter, but. Yeah, we're looking forward to getting some camping in for sure. Do I put Fez in? Man, I'm so sick of this. I should have taken the Team Rocket's watchtower so I could just get rid of this dang stadium. I think we're going to put Fez in anyways. Well, at least it doesn't work because he's a dark, right? So, all right. All right. I guess we're just going to hit here. And then I think we're in an okay place, right? I think we're okay. Be better if he couldn't get rid of this 60, right? Because then we could at least KO. You know, if he stayed 60 away, we could KO Dragapult next turn and take the W. I mean, I think that would have been the right play if we could have got there. It doesn't matter. He's got the win, right? He just takes KO here and here, so yeah, something to consider. Certainly, that stadium kicked our ass through the whole front of the game. So, again, unfortunately, I think Dragapult is so much better than Greninja. That's why I'm probably never going to play Greninja. But I do like the mechanic. So let's see if we can see something besides Dragapult, bro. Let's get something that's not Dragapult. Yeah, welcome in, guys. Getting some games in tonight on live. This is non-meta Monday, so we always play decks that just aren't within the meta right now. So that's why tonight we're playing Mega Greninja with Dragapult. And then I'd love if you guys jump in the chat and let me know what other decks you guys want to see. Is there certain things that'd be good to get tested on? I mean, the goal is for us to beat meta decks with non-meta decks, right? That's usually what we want to have happen. And this hand is not good, bro. Last game we had 0 supporters. In this game, that's all we got. Not a single card. Of course, we're playing Dragapult again. Bro, this is so bad. This is not good. This is really bad. Yeah, 0. So we love to kayak. So luckily the river's up a little bit. We were pretty dang bummed, a month or so ago when look how fast that loss was. What a crappy ass hand out. God damn it. So yeah, I mean we're glad the river is at least up a little bit. So we're probably going to try to get out on the river this later in the week for sure. I gotta get the boats out probably tomorrow so I can get them all cleaned up and ready to get back in the water. All right, come on, Dragapult, Greninja. Let's get this crap together. And let's not see I don't want to see Dragapult again, right? Let's see something different. God dang it. Yeah, and I'm thinking some other cool expanded decks that I saw. One was with Mega Absol. So, Jesus, dude, our hands have been such crap. I mean, it's a good thing I guess we had the 2 buddies, but damn, let's get something going here. All right, Froakie. I don't remember if he picked first. Did he pick first or second? Picked first. At least we got surfing beach, so we can get out of the active. This is probably not a good matchup. I'm sure this is going to be Cirrus Davis's one that just won the Indy Regional. I'm not sure. I'd have to take a look. We're doing a video on that here later in the week. Yeah, Zero. That's where I learned to kayak too. So I went to school, went to college in Durango, right down at Fort Lewis, and man, everything you do down there is outdoors, and had a hell of a time for sure. Always getting on the water, doing everything we could. All right, so I think we're gonna Lilies. Yeah, so that's where I learned how to kayak, and then luckily my wife really enjoys it too. So yeah, we love getting on the water, and the kid's been in his own boat for the last couple of summers. So Parker's been having a lot of fun too. I didn't realize that had to be for a benched water Pokemon. I guess we'll just retreat into Badoo. That's not my favorite, but whatever. All right. I mean, I know he's going to get 2 more cards with Lucky Helmet, but it's whatever. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I do want to run some Mega Absol. I did like it before rotation, and so I'm excited to see what we can do with it. And unfortunately, it just hasn't been very good here lately. But that's okay. It's whatever. That's okay. So I'm trying to think here, man. We need. And we're going to need a rare candy. If we can get into a rare candy somehow, I mean, we've got a way to at least try to put some pressure on him. And at least we're taking 2 KOs with Mega Greninja. Otherwise, I don't know. This matchup is not good. I don't think this is a good matchup at all. I think we're running 2 special red card. I don't remember if it's running any judge, though. All right, what's this Lost Mine thing do? Okay. And that only really affects me if we're going into the Terra Greninja, so... And we would have needed an energy to get into that attack next anyways, so it's whatever. Alright, so let's go here. We gotta see what we get off Fez, I think, because this is going to change how we play the rest of this turn. Alright, let's go here. Bro, we needed the rare candy super bad. I mean, we got 2 more shots at it. But we also need Hilda too, so I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this works out. Neither of those is what we were hoping for. Okay, let's see. I guess we're gonna just switch into the Shaman because we just don't need it. and pass. I don't know. Again, um, I was really hopeful we could see some decks here that are decent matchups, right? Everything we're running into is terrible, right? I don't need to be testing this deck against crap that's good. I already know these decks are good. I don't know nothing about this deck. Yeah, so as far as the next few weeks go, like I said, we got some expanded tournaments coming up, and then we got the like all Colorado tournament, and we're hoping that we can get ready for that, and that Parker can do really well. Again, this is the first year they've done this thing, so not 100% sure what to expect. Outside of having fun, right? I mean, we're just really enjoying Pokemon in general. So I think it should be a good tournament to get together. Colorado doesn't host any big regional tournaments, and from what I keep getting told, it's because there's some laws in Colorado, like some some betting laws that they talk about as far as like gambling laws, I guess. I have no idea. Jesus, bro. Like, we're already in the worst spot of all time. We got to hope that we get into the special red card, because at least we can hit them with this and that, and that's the only way I think we can get back into this game. And that's our only Team Rocket's watchtower, so... It's too bad he doesn't have the 60 HP to Dunsparce, because then we can at least take out a Dunsparce. And it'll be okay, because I think we can still get in and take out the Abra here on our next turn. So we have to hit special red card, and we absolutely need to be able to get into Neo Upper. Well, there's part of the issue. So we got one of the cards we need. I do think we run a Meowth, so we could get into Hilda if nothing else here. All right. Like I said, I think we would have been way better off if we could have gotten into... Oh, damn, bros. I totally effed that up. We needed that bench space for Meowth, huh? Damn. Well, we're about to find out if this... how bad that turned out for us, man. Damn it. Bro. Damn, my bad, chat. That's all on me for sure. Damn. Yeah, so what I've been told, and this is from multiple different people at different things we've gone to, is that years ago, when Colorado had their last like big Pokemon event, there was some laws in place that had some issues with the VGC within Pokemon, I guess. But I've heard several things that's been changed. But then I've also heard that it's not going, that Pokemon doesn't want to come back. So I don't know. Even though we hope to keep seeing some events here in Colorado, I don't think that's going to happen. All right, well... And Lily's Determination isn't terrible, but I'd much rather see a Hilda. Let's see here. We're going to get rid of Ignition, because I can't imagine we're going to actually need that. Let's get into another Dracloak and see if we can get into that Hilda here. Or Neo Upper, right? Either way is going to be fine. I guess a Water Energy could do it too, but... God dang. Alright, well... Lily's Determination it is. Alright, well... Okay, so... I guess... let's put the 60 here. I don't know. This isn't certainly not the way this deck's supposed to run, but I'm okay at least taking a KO here. Their hand size is freaking terrible, right? So we just gotta hope they don't have a way to recover, and we just keep them where they're at. Yeah. So again, I just don't know if anytime coming up Colorado's gonna get any bigger events. Otherwise, we're just hopeful we can get to we can get one in Salt Lake. Like, that would be great, especially for us in Western Colorado, right? I mean, that's still only 4 hours away. So that's the hope, that we get another regional back in Salt Lake. Gosh dang it. Well, unfortunately, I think this is over. So where's this guy at? He's already at 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I mean, he's already got it, right? So he's hitting 300 already? Or 200. So he's hitting 200. And he hasn't used either of his... Yeah, okay. Taking you so long, guy. You got it. Sorry. I'll get out of here. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, certainly the lucky helmet has been a pretty good inclusion for that Alakazam deck, right? I mean, they had nothing going, and then lucky helmet got him back into the game. So, boo. Yeah, so tonight we'll be doing non-meta Monday, and then probably get back on Wednesday night, and we'll get another live stream going. And then Friday, if we're able to, we'll try to get back into the Tournament of Doom, because that was a lot of fun the last time we did it. So yeah, so there's so many things to be doing. Oh God, dude, if we can please start with a decent hand. I mean, my goodness, dude, bro, we're probably playing Alakazam yet again. Dude, if they put down a pink Alakazam, bro, god dang it. You know, it's interesting because we're on the ladder right now, so I was hopeful we'd be playing a bunch of random ass decks, and instead we're playing Dragapult, Alakazam, right? Like, I want to be just playing some random stuff with this non-meta stuff. But as far as the regionals go, they're so much fun. Even if you're not playing, the side events are great. You know, they have a bunch of other things going on that are just fun, right? Just really cool. And no, I'm not going to put down Badoo. I can't even get into it, right? Yeah, I don't know, dude. We're already hurting here for sure. And we only have one Meowth, so we can't even Ultra Ball into another Meowth. But yeah, so at the LA regional, one of our buddies that didn't play. He didn't get into the tournament. He just did all the side events and had a great time. Just again, being at the tournament and doing other things. Certainly, so they have a variety of different things. One, they have side events where you can go and even just you and your son could go together, and usually they do pods of 4, so it could be the two of you in a pod of 4. And you do a variety of different types of gameplay. Some of them are the 60 card decks, but there's some where you're like doing like build and battles where they give you a deck to play with. They have Ditto battles where you get like 2 different packs to open and battle with, which are really cool. They have like Pokemon Go stuff, so they have like other events you could do on your phone where you can go do Pokemon Go, which is pretty cool. And then away from just side events, which you have to pay for the side events. I think it's usually $10-ish to do the side events. They also have like, they have a station where you can, it's like a learn to play station. They have another one where they have a whole bunch of different like crafts to be doing, like coloring or paper folding stuff. Even though it sounds kind of lame, it's still pretty cool because it's all Pokemon based. And then, they got the store, so you can find some really cool, just Pokemon based stuff. And then they have a bunch of different trading, so they'll have people there that do, that buy, sell, trade cards. Parker had a lot of fun at the pin trading station, so they have pin, you can trade different Pokemon pins. And so he found a couple of cool pins he liked at the last regional. I would show them off, but I don't even know where the heck they went. To tell you the truth, I think they're attached to his backpack somewhere. So, dude, what's going on here? Why is this dude not taking the KO here? Huh? Oh, he doesn't have. He's trying to get to rare candy Alakazam. I don't know. It'd be interesting if he. Not there, Genesect. Dude, Genesect would absolutely crush us, bro. We would be in so much trouble with Genesect, right? Because Neo Upper is our entire run, so if he puts a tool on that thing, I'm done. All right, good job, good job. No, we're out. We out, man. I'm not even messing with that crap. Good work, Alakazam. We know you better. For the love of God, give me something that's not Alakazam Dragapult. Yeah, dude, that demo deck's pretty dang sweet, right? I think we got it sitting right back here somewhere. Where's it at? Where you at, demo deck? Yeah. So you keep playing with Pikachu, and he's got the Charizard, right? The demo deck. Yeah. We got one of these. I think a couple of years ago at the Pokemon event. Maybe it was a year ago. And so we kept it sealed. Parker and I may open it up at some point and play it play it to show off like some how to learn how to play. But realistically, we have a lot of other stuff to do that we like doing for like the learn to play events. But this demo deck is pretty dang sweet. I mean, I think it's got 2 30-card decks, right? And having Charizard and Pikachu in anything is pretty dang sweet, right? So, all right, dude, we got another Alakazam here? Nah, all right, so we got Grass that we're going up against. Hey, we asked for not Alakazam and not Dragapult, so at least we got that. All right, so this is a deck that I actually contemplating playing tonight, which is the Beedrill deck, right? The one reason I didn't end up picking it or playing it today, I think we're going to get another Froakie. Come on, Froakie. The reason I didn't play it is we have played so many grass decks recently on non-meta Mondays that I wanted to kind of I wanted to go away from grass tonight, so that's why we're running the Dragapult Greninja tonight. But we might be running Beedrill here pretty soon on non-meta Mondays because I do like the deck. I think it's fun. I love anything that can hit big numbers, and you can do that with that Beedrill deck for sure. So, so what's up here, man? You going to take? Is he using? Is he going to try to take a KO with Fan Rotom? I don't know how many Weedle. How many? He's got 1 retreat cost. All right, wasn't even sure if he could get into Fan Rotom or not. You know, I don't know if I want to put out Team Rocket's Watchtower if I don't have a stadium to bump. I really wish, because I only have 2 stadiums, so I don't know if I want to put it out there. Bro, he took the KO with that, man. God dang, bro. Well, we got to run into the rare candy. So we at least got a couple of shots at it here. If we can get rare candy, I'd rather do it here, right? I'd rather hit the rare candy. Damn. All right, well, we don't need either of those. Those are both not good. So we got to get real lucky with this Lily's Determination. This thing's going to have to be freaking clutch, which it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're in trouble for sure. I'm literally going to Badoo because I don't know if we have many other options at this point. We got to hope they hit tails. I mean, you know, if we would have hit what we needed, you know, if we got the rare candy, we would have taken out their only Weedle, right? So Weedle. So we actually would have been in a good place, but now we're hurting, right? Now we're going to be hurting. Tails. Woo. All right, we got lucky on that one. Rare candy. Rare candy, bro. We need the rare candy bad. Well, I feel like we need to go into Meowth because we just don't have anything else going here, right? I mean, if we had... Well, we got to hope we got Meowth in here, right? All right, so we got Meowth. Let's go see what's prized. I only got 1 rare candy. So it's going to be pretty dang tough to get where we need to. I mean, I guess we can still attach a water energy, even though I don't love that, right? I don't think there's a need to put this in play right here. Let's just Lilies and see if we can run into something we need here. And 2 Frogadiers doesn't hurt my feelings. And then I think we'll still attach at this point, because do we still have the... Yeah, for sure. So let's go here. We'll get into our other Dracloak. And at least we've got a decent amount going at this point. And we got to hope we can just Badoo them one more time. And whether it survives or not, we're at least in a better spot now, right? Bro. I guess the boss? I don't know. Itchy. Yeah, so it's interesting to think what would be some good decks to build out of that. I'm not sure. Those are videos we like to do. We need to do more of them where we get like pre-built decks and then look at. Well, dude, now he can't even take the KO. He's only doing 20 damage now. Bro, dude, we survived? That's crazy. All right, come on. Let's get something here. All right, do we Lilies first to get a better hand? I think we Lilies first in hopes that we can get 8, 9, 10. I mean, we've got so many freaking cards here. Okay, so all right, I think we got it here. So let's go here. I mean, I guess do we keep? I guess we keep Lily's Determination for next turn. I guess. Let's find something else here. I mean, I'm okay if we get something we can just discard. Okay. And we want to go into the Terra one this turn, so I think we need to go here and here. We'll go into the Terra for this turn, especially since we ran into the Ignition Energy, right? So. All right, we're in an okay spot. I mean, and we're going to be taking what, 2 different KOs here, and they won't have any Wii drills, so I mean, we'll be all right. Where do we go here? We go here. Here. And here. Yes, we're sure. But yeah, so we like doing decks or doing videos when we can. Bro, there's the Neo Upper, so that pretty dang legit. So we like doing videos where we go and we get the pre-built decks, either stage 1, 2s, or 3s, and then looking at how we make those decks better. So that's certainly something we want to do this summer. We'll get a couple of the League Battle decks and stuff, and then we'll build those. So it's actually where the Calyrex, the Shadow Rider Calyrex came from. Was Parker and I did the Shadow Rider and the Ice Rider Calyrex and did a video with those. And so luckily we already had most of that deck to build the expanded that we're trying to get put together. I don't know, I mean, this is interesting, right? How many different Beedrill can this dude get in one turn? He's going to have to get to 3, right? I mean, luckily I don't think they have any way to, I mean, I guess they could unfair stamp. I have no idea what the A-spec would be. Unfair stamp would be the only way to hand disrupt us. And if they don't, then, I mean, we're just going to work, right? So. All right, chat. If you haven't, go and smash the like button for us. I'd love if you guys go and subscribe. All right, let's see what's going on here. So, all right, let's go here. I guess we go Neo Upper, Air Balloon Retreat, right? You know, I know we're not taking the KO on the active, but we're going to be able to take out the other Weeble on the bench, right? So realistically, we can KO this Beedrill on the next turn. He only got 2 cards in his hand, so I feel like this has to be the way to go. Yeah, so again, chat, if you haven't, dude, please go smash the like button, subscribe, go watch some of our other videos. We're doing everything we can to grow the channel right now. All right, let's go with... I don't even know if we need to Lilies right now, right? Our hand looks okay. At least we found some success here, right? It took us a few games to get it figured out with this Mega Greninja deck for sure. I think we'll keep the boss actually, because they're a ways away from getting to 3. And yes, we want to do the extra damage route. Boop. Yeah, again, I think the Mega Greninja is okay, but not amazing, right? Luckily we got the Hilda to get our energy back. Didn't even think of that, right? Damn it. And then again, if you guys have any decks you'd like to see with non-meta Mondays, you gotta let me know if there's any other decks you think would be fun to see us test out. We've done a lot of grass decks, but I do think Beedrill is one that's going to show up one of these days. All right, so we're going to be... we'll just take the W, right? Burp. But yeah, so if there's any decks you want to see in non-meta Mondays, you got to hit us up in the chat. I mean, I do think there's some dark decks I want to test out. I wish we could find a way to make Mega Absol a little bit more consistent right now. But that is a deck I do want to get some testing in for sure. All right, there we go. That's how we win with Mega Greninja, right? Burp, 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 burp. And then yeah, we're always giving away free code cards. We got a whole bunch of old ones actually the other day. So like, I mean, heck, what do we got here? Dude, this is Sword and Shield, Darkness Ablaze. We got some old ETBs even in here. We got some XY or some XY I saw in here too. So we got some pretty cool older code cards we got the other day that are kind of mixed in. So you guys will get a whole bunch of different stuff. Yeah. GG's for sure. Thanks, Zero. Yeah, and then the other thing we're working towards right now, like I said, is some expanded decks. I don't know anything about expanded, but we've got some local tournaments coming up where we're trying to get some expanded going. Decks I've run in the past and really liked. One was Mew VMAX. I also really liked Lost Zone with Giratina. That's a deck I haven't looked at yet for expanded, but I think there's some cool stuff we could do with that. The Lugia, I think that was a good deck, right? The Lugia V-Star deck. That one was pretty dang sweet, and we have a decent amount to put that deck back together too. So I'd have to see with all the different special energy. I feel like that deck could be freaking wild, right? So all right, all right, we got a good starting hand here for sure, comparative to the last few hands. I think this is a much better place to start off for sure. Yeah, and then we got a bunch of different new decks we got to get running on tonight. There we go here. Sorry, we got a bunch of new videos this week we're going to be getting up and going with. All right, determination. We actually have a Beedrill. We have Beedrill shorts coming out this week, and then and we'll probably do a long form video on Beedrill too. Then we have a short coming up on Sirius Davis's deck from this weekend where she won the Indianapolis regional. So we'll have a video on that coming up. So this bro gonna be running Cruel Arrow. Okay. And that doesn't really make me too mad. We're still going to need some pieces, though, to get this going where we need it to. Man, this is not good, dude. This Cruel Arrow is going to kick our ass, right? We got... Bro, this crazy, dude. Cruel Arrow is just gonna do it, man. That's gonna kill us. That is crazy. That's a hell of a turn, man. That boss's orders on to... yeah, damn, dude. I wonder what else they even had in hand, right? They probably didn't have much going outside of being able to crisp and Cruel Arrow. Bruh. So I guess we gotta hope we can run into something here, because otherwise they're just going to keep taking our bench. That's not it. Damn, bro. Well, Dragapult we're 0-3 against, right? We knew this deck was not going to be good, but if you lose every matchup with Dragapult, your deck trash, right? This deck is not good right now. You know, again, we're on the ladder, man. Like, we're getting just absolutely murdered with this deck. I would expect that if we were in, like, the Master Division already, but... I don't know, man. We can see why this deck hasn't been successful, because Dragapult is just a better... It's the same mechanics, practically, but Dragapult's just better, right? Yeah, I mean, I think Pokemon meta right now is not in the best spot, right? I think a lot of us feel that way, that there just isn't enough... there's not enough good decks out there, right? I mean, Dragapult, pretty much it, right? I mean, it's either Dragapult or something that can beat Dragapult, right? I mean, that's just where you're at. I guess Shaman, because we don't have a way to get Froakie out of the active. Let's find out. Dude, bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. We got a mirror match going here or something. We got the same sleeves. We got the same start. Bro puts down a Froakie. This crazy. We got a mirror match, but they're running the Dunsparce version instead of the Dragapult. I think they're running the better version. I do think the Dunsparce is a better version, to tell you the truth. All right, so we need to be able to. We need to get into Badoo for sure here, and then we're at least in a better space to start with. We gotta hope they don't have like Lily's Determination, right? They got Lily's Determination, then it's whatever at that point. What we got here? Rapid Strike Urshifu box. So like I said, we got some cool older code cards tonight. You got the boss. So I guess they're trying to get us stuck in the active. We just got a hidden energy, right? Come on, energy. Well, I guess Hilda will get it done. I'd much rather Hilda though for something different, right? I'd much rather Hilda for the Neo Upper energy. Well, I guess do we Neo Upper? I don't know. I don't know, dude. Is it better to go Dragapult, Neo Upper? They're not taking this KO here, right? I don't know. I think we'll go here and here. I don't know. I don't love that. I feel like I feel like we should have gone maybe Dragapult for our next turn, but they obviously didn't do anything last turn, so it's very possible they can't get anything going out of this one too. I like playing this variant the best, right? I don't think it's the best. It's just my favorite. Neither of these any good. Come on, Hilda. Neo upper or Hilda, I guess. All right, so let's go here. Do I Ultra Ball? I don't think so. I think we just hope we hit the Neo upper. And we're obviously in a way better spot than them. So I guess we'll get out the other Froakie. I guess we could have Ultra Balled for Hilda. I don't know if we have. I know we have more than one, but that's okay. We'll stay pat here. But yeah, so I guess again my favorite one is this, but that's just because I love the mechanic of being able to use Neo Upper back and forth a couple of different times. All right, let's go. All right, well, guess we'll go here. I mean, I would have preferred to have Boss, and obviously, and take the KO here. Oh, well. I know we have Boss, but we have no way to KO Boss, right? Or to Boss and KO. Oh, no. We're all right, because we can just KO. All right, we got it. We got it. I think it's over. So this is where you see the difference with Greninja comparative to Dragapult. Is we can now use this as this KO, and they're going to have to put him in the active for us to take the win. So, I mean, I guess we can see why this is one way this is different and better than Dragapult. Again, I don't know if better is the right word, because I think Dragapult's still way stronger, but whatever. We got the way to get to a W, right? But Do went to work, right? I bet that every card in their hand is a is an item, right? They just couldn't get anything going. All right, good work, Greninja. Win number 2 on the night. I think we're like 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Not good. Not good. Not the numbers we usually look for by any means, right? Ah. Yeah, trying to think of some other decks in the past that I really enjoyed. Another deck I want to look for in Expanded, actually. Yeah, GG's for sure. Another deck I want to look at for Expanded is actually Raging Bolt, because I like Raging Bolt. I played it fairly well. Can it be any good in Expanded? I have no idea. Do I want to go first? No. Yeah, 2 and 5, much better than 0 and 7. Man, if we were 0 and 7, we'd be changing it up. We'd be running a different deck. God damn, this Meowth be killing us, bro. How, with one Meowth, have we started with it in the active twice tonight? That makes no sense to me, because we're running 4 Froakies, 3 Dreepies, 2 Badoos, 1 Meowth, but yet we keep getting freaking Meowth, bro. What the shit? Probably going to be Dragapult. I don't know why I wouldn't. Okay, so Weedle again here. So, yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be interesting to find out if this is how this matchup looks. I guess we gotta hope we can get to Badoo here for sure. Damn, dude, I don't quite understand only running one Weedle, right? Like I guess it doesn't matter. You want to just get big hands and use Forest to get into your next into your next one anyways, I guess. All right, let's go here. I feel like we go into Froakie before Dracloak. All right. I guess we go into Frogadier, I guess. We gotta hope we hit hard on this this Badoo, man. I mean, this is tough, but we're gonna wait a turn. We're gonna wait a turn. I don't want to get rid of Ignition because if we have a way into the Mega Greninja, I think we just start cooking, right? I guess if we get Badooed, it's whatever. I don't know. They're certainly in a way better spot at this point. I mean, maybe I should have just Ultra Balled and got rid of Ignition and AZs and got Dreepy out, you know? Probably would have been the right play. Gotta let me know in the chat, right? Should we have just Ultra Balled and got into Dreepy even though we get rid of our only Ignition energy? I don't know. We're probably never going to get into Ignition because our start here sucks so bad. Bro's going to have 20 cards in his hand. We're going to be down to like 4 and none of them are going to be any good. Dude, those cards are so sick. The Frogadier, the Froakie Frogadier lineup is so badass, dude. It's so sick. Congrats to the Sun for sure. Dude, bro, what am I even supposed to do with this, right? I guess we just itchy. I mean, we're in trouble, bro. We're in trouble. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more Chaos Rising. Man, dude. If he takes out Frogadier, oh, okay. All right. Well, hail. Okay. Do we attach Ignition? Do we use AZ and just go into Itchy? I think that's terrible. I think we gotta get a better hand. I just don't know if we go into the Ignition in case we don't get an energy. This is probably the wrong play. That's probably the wrong play, but whatever. I don't want to not be able to get out of the active. Oh, bro, of course. Everything we hit is freaking energy, right? God damn it. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be buying much Chaos Rising anymore, you know, now that we hit the Greninja. I just don't know if there's many... Okay, we needed that for sure. You know, I think they needed that boss to be able to KO the Frogadier, right? But... this will be interesting if they don't hand disrupt, and they don't take out the Frogadier, we might be able to win, right? Because we're going to KO their own... Oh my god, bro. Dude, what the shit. Okay, well... and we can't Meowth. Dude, we can't Meowth to get to the AZ, so we don't run a switch or nothing. Bro, we're in so much trouble. This is not good. Let's... I mean, are we gonna boss ourselves? Do we boss and get something stuck for them? I think that's probably the play. So I think we're gonna go here. And we gotta get Dreepy in play for sure. I got no idea how many switch they're going to be running. I don't know, right? Do they run switch? I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess, right? We'll find out. I think we're in a better place than we were 2 or 3 turns ago. I still do not love where we're at, right? I think we needed to be set up a little bit different. The fact that they bossed us twice in a row into Meowth, pretty annoying, but it's okay. I'm not fine if they keep putting these Weedrills down. I mean, I guess with Forest he can evolve right away, but we'll find out. Again, I'm not sure the right play here. I'm assuming they're going to be able to have like 400 cards in hand, and having Forest is not where I want to be either. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, I guess they're probably just going to hit me for 70, which isn't fantastic. I still feel like they need to get... yeah, they're probably going to go into Katuna or wherever the hell... What's the evolution called? What's the evolution of Weedrill called? They got to go into it, right? Because we're just going to be KOing this every time if they don't. Kakuna. All right. That guy. All right, so I gotta start doing math here in my head. We can do 60 and then 260. The problem is they're probably gonna put up whichever. They're going to put up whatever Beedrill doesn't have the 60 damage. I guess we gotta hope we get into a boss. Not 100% sure how this is going to play out. This will actually be interesting. Let's see what happens. Bro, both these cards trash right now. All right, what's in our here? So let's go Frogadier, I guess. All right, so we're definitely going to stack this 60 on one of the Beedrills. But again, our only way to get it KO'd is we're going to have to be able to boss hit it with another water energy, right? So I don't know. Again, starting with the Meowth and the active has been a massive pain in the ass, right? That's totally sucked. From the beginning, that's been bad, right? That's just been terrible. But again, if you guys haven't, go smash the like button. I only got three likes up there, so go smash the like button. If you haven't, please go subscribe. Watch some of our other videos. I love to get feedback, so if you guys can tell me in the videos what you like or don't like. I feel like constructive feedback's the best way for me to get good content out there. So yeah, hit me up and let me know what you guys want to see us doing with videos. We got non-meta Monday going every Monday, where we play decks that we think can be competitive, just aren't meta yet. And so let us know in the comments, is there any decks you want to see for non-meta Mondays, right? I mean, I don't know if it matters for me. I love playing a lot of different things. The competitive season is kind of slowing down, so this is a great way to test out some new decks and see what we like to do. And then otherwise, if you can, go watch some of the other videos and comment and tell me how we can make those videos better. Certainly appreciate Zero for sure. He gets in and tells me what things he likes or doesn't like, and again, that just makes me make better content, and that's what we're trying to do for you guys for sure. So, and then as always, we're always throwing out code cards. We got a bunch of old ones even tonight. What we got here? This is a Shining Fates, right? Get some Shining Fates code cards. Dang, we got all kinds of cool stuff out here for sure. He's gonna have to get rid of that guy. Okay, he got another Beedrill. If he does, then we freaking cooked, bro. What the shit balls. Bro, this is some BS, I'll tell you what. So we need boss. We're in so much trouble. We're going to have to go. We have to find a billion cards out of this. And we're going to be unfair stamp. Beedrill is going to get the win for show. I don't think we got any shot at getting back in this. I mean, I guess if he doesn't hit the Beedrill here, but I find that highly unlikely. That is, how did we survive? How did we survive, bro? Into 3 cards of absolute garbage, right? Thank the Lord for Lily's determination, bro. Unfortunately, we're still miles away from getting to where we need to be. All right, so I think we're going to stack this damage on the active. I wish we could retreat and Badoo. let's go see what we can do here. I'm very unsure what the right play is here. I mean, do we go Fez just so we can use it on our next turn? I don't think Dragapult's going to help us because we've put ourselves in a spot where we have to be able to KO the active. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is just how we have to play this through. And we got to hope this Lilies comes up huge on this turn. And they're still going to be able to... They could still one-hit KO. Well, no. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I don't know if they can They can't one-hit KO a fresh Mega Greninja. Be interesting to see. This is going to be interesting to see what we can do, man. I don't know. I think we're still in trouble. I think that's where it's at, right? I think we're in trouble. We need Neo Upper pretty dang terrible. You know, if we don't get Neo Upper out of these ones, it doesn't really matter, right? We got no way to... I mean, we can special red card, I guess. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to thin the deck out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've got ZA Tranquility for our next turn, right? So if we can get into a Neo Upper, we at least have the chance to get out of the active. You know, we had to get Mega Greninja out of the active, right? Because if they hit that Beedrill, then we're just like toast, right? The game's over. Bro, how do we get him into 3 cards into a Lily's Determination, dude? No freaking way, man. 3 cards, Lily's Determination, and Bug Catching set. TCG, you absolutely drive me crazy. This TCG sometimes, man, I don't get it. Nah, I don't get it. What's Beedrill's Retreat? It's probably a single energy. Yeah, not surprising. So it's going to be interesting to see how these next 2 turns go. I think putting that Weedrill out there was not the right move. Okay, this is the right move to get into the other Beedrill for sure. Because at this point, we'd have to get the boss. We'd have to have boss and 2 different energies. It's going to be pretty dang tough. I mean, we only got 18 cards left, right? So be a lot better if we had Meowth, right? If we had Meowth as an option, bro. God dang it. Okay. All right, well, this doesn't absolutely hurt my feelings. So let's see here. Let's... Again, at this point, we're just trying to thin this deck out a bit. All right, we'll take the KO on the bench, or do we hit the active? Right, which way we do this? I think we take the KO here because it makes life way easier on the next turn. And we'll still have, I'm assuming, we're still going to have the other water energy. And at least we can Badoo him here. So make life a little bit tougher on them. And so at this point, we got to find Neo Upper. And... that'd be it, right? If we can get to Neo Upper on this next turn, it's over. We take the win. And they're probably going boss for the W. God damn it. Bros. Ugh, frustrating. 2 and 6. Dude, this deck sucks. Screw you, Greninja. Bros, well, Meowth killed us, right? Not only did we not get to use it, it lost us the game. And we knew that early, right? We knew early on, anytime you start with Meowth in the active, you're just in trouble. And it cost us multiple different times throughout that match. And now I'm all salty, bro. Now I'm salty. Losing sucks. All right, let's get it going here. Let's find a matchup we can get a W in, right? And that was one of them, right? That Beedrill matchup is one we can win. At least we're not starting Meowth, right? So we got one positive. And Dragapult, bro. We know how this one's gone the last couple of times. You know, one of the... Gosh dang, we only got one Dreepy. Well, let's see how this plays through. You know, realistically, we're going to have to get something good going off this Lilies for sure. You know, the best option would be if we have a way into the Terra Greninja. But that's going to be tough. We'd have to get Rare Candy and Ignition into the Terra Greninja off this Lilies. And that's going to be tough to do, right? That's asking a lot, bro. That's asking a lot. Oh, we can't Rare Candy anyways, so that don't matter. All right, give me Frogadier out of here. That'd be better, right? If we could at least be one step closer. And it's not it. I guess the boss. And Itchy. Yeah, then yeah, now that we're into summertime too, I can stream a little bit more. Not going to be working as much, so should be able to stream at least three if not 4 times a week. I said it helps if you guys let us know what things you want to see deck tested. Throughout the week, we're probably going to test the Alakazam that won at the Indianapolis Regional. We'll probably get some deck testing in on that. I'm not going to deck test Raul Reddy's Crustle because that's just going to make me sick to my stomach. So we ain't going to deck test Crustle. You don't got to worry about that. Come on, Frogadier, bro. We need something else. All right, well. All right, let's see. Out of these 8 cards, we got to get something good. And one Frogadier at least feels okay. Yeah, the other problem, right, is only having one Dreepy is going to probably kill us too, right? Not having good draw support. This deck isn't particularly good without the. That's why the one running the Dunsparce is in a good spot, right? Because you get such good draw support. So I feel like, well, I feel like we needed a couple of things to go right here. Hopefully we get. I mean, the rare candy doesn't help us. We're not going to be able to use it, right? Let's see, we can't Night Stretcher boss. I mean, at least we can... We got to get an energy. If we run into an energy, we can at least boss, take a KO wherever we need it to. I mean, okay. I don't think it matters, right? I mean, I think if you don't want to monkey into the active, and that's probably the right move, because you're already taking the KO with Badoo, so. All right, we need an energy here. All right, well. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm not loving where we're at, but I think this is a bad matchup no matter how we run this, to tell you the truth. I think we just keep the energy attached. No. We want it back in hand. Because if we run in the Neo Upper, we can then use his ability and attach Neo Upper, right? So we want it in hand for sure. I wouldn't hate running into another boss. That wouldn't be the worst thing that ever happened to us. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got a decent feel on this Greninja deck, though, right? It is the consistency is not there as far as how it runs against Dragapult, like not against Dragapult, but if you look at how Dragapult runs comparative, the Dragapult is just way more consistent. And being able to put the 60 on the active, the 60 damage on the active comparative to having to put it on the bench doesn't give you enough plus side to need to run this Mega Greninja. Again, this has been pretty disappointing with where the meta's at right now. I feel like we need something else that's going to be good, and we're just not getting it. And I don't know if there's enough from Abyssai that we're going to see anything out of that set either. So I think we're just too far away from being any good. I just, that's how I feel. does help. I don't know, pretty disappointing here. There's not much we can do at this point. I wish we could have put 60 damage on the Dragapult, right? We'd be in such a better place if we would have had that other water energy. Because then we can just one-hit KO. I guess they're going to monkey it off anyways, so... I guess at this point they can't monkey that damage onto our Dracloak and take the KO that easy. I guess we're okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think where it hurts us the most is not being able to have that energy attached to another Froakie or Frogadier to use the other Greninja's attack on the next turn. That would have certainly made things a lot better for us, for sure. Because then we could have taken 2 KOs on 2 Dracloaks right here, right? That would have looked pretty damn nice. And that's a lot of work. They didn't have any energy. Have they not fed? I thought they haven't fezzed yet. Why would you? It's interesting that they feel like that's the right move in that spot. I don't know. They're still going to win this matchup. I don't think it's going to matter. All right, well, realistically, we got a long ways we got to go here. We're gonna need, god dang, like, so Froakie. All right, so we really need Froakie to help us try to stay alive here, right? Because we're at 100. Oh Christ, they're still going to take him out on the next turn. It's pretty frustrating. So where do we put the damage at this point? Or do we boss? I feel like we maybe need to boss KO Meowth. Is that the... All right, let's go figure this out. Again, this is what's a little bit tough. Yeah, man, thanks. Yeah, we've been out of town, so we just got back yesterday. So, oh, bro. Okay, I thought Meowth was prized. Let's go make sure we can get to a boss. So I think we take out Fez, right? So I think we boss KO Fez. I wish we had two boss. I wish we had another boss. But I think, did we already use one, or is one in the prize? Yeah, we already used the other one. Damn. It's okay. It's whatever. We're gonna see. I don't think we have a way back into this game for sure. But we're going to find out. Give me my water energy back. Dude, bro, we needed another Dreepy. Okay, I guess we're going to stay there. Yes, we want to do the extra damage. So this is interesting, right? Do they... I mean, there's no damage on the board, so at least we took away a little bit of their maneuverability, but they're still going to take Dracloak out. But at least it keeps Frogadier alive. And we might get judged into something good. Oh, well, we didn't. Huh. We're gonna have to get lucky on this top deck for sure. Right. I mean, if we had double boss left, we would have we had a way better shot into getting back into this. I think it's a loss. Again, I think we've talked about this earlier on stream. We lose to Dragapult almost every time, right? I mean, certainly there's going to be people that play this way better than me, but if you're not consistently winning against Dragapult, you're just not good in the meta, right? You just can't. You're just not good, which is not. This deck is not good, right? This deck is bad, bro. We're finding that out. It is not successful. I mean, it's just not good. I mean, I don't even... I guess we go here. Okay, so... I don't think it makes any difference, right? We've both used Meowth, so I don't think it's really going to matter. I mean, I guess if we can stand pat here, we can Shinobi Blade. We can actually Mirage Barrage for the win. If they can't KO it. Oh, they're already sick. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Bro, we needed to keep this Frogadier alive. Whoa, we were so close, bro. Boo. We almost had it. Yeah. So I ran Raging Bolt. I ran pretty much the same matchup or the same deck that I did a short on, which was the top 8 finish at the LA Regionals. It was a pretty similar deck to that that I ran. I saw two Mega Lucarios, which is a decent matchup for me. But one of my buddies knew to tech in the Dunsparce and the Dunsparce EX because he knew there was multiple of us running Raging Bolt. So that was actually my first match, and I got really lucky. I was able to boss up one of his Soul Rocks, and it got stuck in the active for 2 turns. And because of that, I was able to get everything set up so then I could actually boss up and KO his the Dunsparce EX. And so that actually put me up 3-0 in the prizing or something like that. Maybe 3-1, or it had to be 3-0 at that point. And so that took me in for the win on that one. My next matchup, I don't know if it was the next one or the one after that, I had another, like we're going to put Froakie in the active. We'll go here. So then I had another Mega Lucario. And unfortunately for him, he couldn't get into any supporters. He didn't see a Lily's Determination for like an hour. So that one turned into a relatively easy win. So that was matchup 2, I think. What else did I see? And then I also played another one of my really good buddies, and he was running... all right, what do we got? So let's go here. And then my other buddy was running the Hydrapple deck. So saw Hydrapple. All right, let's go here. I think we still want to get into Monkey. I have no idea what this Minchino does. What the Chinchino does. Do I just go collect? I don't think collect is... I think Badoo's the way to go, right? Let's get rid of Ultra Ball. I don't know. This is not how I wanted this turn to end up, but it's whatever. At least we got Lilies for the next turn. Yeah, so then I played... So then I played Hydrapple, and that was right before Top Cut. So that was my last matchup before Top Cut was Hydrapple. So two Mega Lucarios, a Hydrapple. What else did I play? That's a good question. Now I gotta think back to what the hell else I saw. Right? Is this the Chinchino EX? What the hell? I haven't looked at this thing at all. 40 for each energy attached to it. Okay. So I think in any of these decks that run the Matang is literally what makes it run, right? So we need to knock out Matang, especially because they only put one on the bench, so they must not have very many Matangs around. I mean, we're screwed no matter what. I feel like we're in trouble. What the hell else did I see? Bro, this deck is not good, and it's probably going to cook us because... What the hell? Okay. Okay. Dude, I guess we get Badoo again. Jesus, dude, this is not good. I have no idea, to tell you the truth. This is bad. This is not good. Whatever. I mean, I guess Badoo, bro. What was the other matchup, bro? I think I had 2 other matchups. I don't think I played my buddy. Oh, no. Yeah, I did. And then my other friend was running Low Punny, and I don't think Low Punny's a pretty good matchup for Raging Bolt, so that one didn't go bad at all. And then I replayed Hydrapple in Top Cut. Dude, bro, this is just not good. I don't think any of this matters. Pass, I guess. This match already over, bro. We haven't even done nothing. It's done with. Yeah, so then I played Hydrapple again, and went 3-0 or 2-0 against him in Top Cut. Those matchups were a little bit closer than the one we had in the Swiss rounds, but I mean, it was still. Oh, dude, this is not good. Okay. I would have liked to actually play that deck, but unfortunately, we were going to get cooked in that no matter what. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about done with this Mega Greninja deck, dude. I do not like how this is going. I thought I would enjoy the mechanics, but bro, it's too slow. It takes forever to get to where you need it to. And our draw support is not good. I don't think this is a great. I think I'd like the Dunsparce maybe a little bit better. And we haven't even attacked with Dragapult once tonight, right? So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, and then after Hydrapple and Top Cut, then played Raging Bolt. A Raging Bolt, not quite a mirror match, but pretty similar. So um, yeah, pretty good day. Had a lot of fun. And then Parker went 3-1. He actually played 3 Masters. So his first matchup, he played a junior playing Lucario, and Parker was playing Dragapult. Right? Was it Lucario? I think it was Lucario. Could have been a different fighting deck. I don't remember 100%. But then he played. We saw a guy with a pretty interesting deck that was an End Zoroark deck, but had a few different techs in there. He had some grass attackers actually. So there's a weird tech with that one. But Parker took a win there. Then he saw another master who was running. I don't know if that was the grass. One guy was running the grass with just like an Ogre deck, so he could have seen that one next. And then he actually played Lucario again, and he actually played the master who finished third, and Parker almost had the win. He put damage counters in one spot wrong early in the matchup, and that actually cost him that matchup. But went to the last turn, and he fought really hard. Had a hell of a tournament for him too. So he finished 3-1. I finished 6-0. So yeah, pretty dang good day for sure. And then the next day, we had another cup that we went to. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I had too much to get ready for our vacation, so I didn't make it to that one. But Parker went 3-0, or 4-0, 3-0, 4-0. I think he went 4-0. Bro, I guess we're gonna boss here. We got a whole bunch of nothing else going on. This totally sucks. I guess, Christ. I feel like this is where we're gonna have to go. I mean, I guess we could go Meowth for our next turn because of how bad our hand is, but I don't know. We'll just start here and let's see what happens. But yeah, Parker had a great weekend. He won 2 of the dang Lucario champion mats, and he already had one, so he's got 3 of those damn things. Pretty dang sick. So yeah, pretty cool. And I think one thing he wants to do, and we may get this done at some point this summer, is he wants to frame his championship mats and hang them up behind us here. And a lot of the ones he gets trophies, so he wants to put the trophy with the champion mat. So, show you here. So at our local tournaments, pretty dang cool. They make one of them. We get these trophies. So this is pretty dang sick. So this is his first place trophy, right? That he gets, and then it usually comes with a figurine, so we've taken those out. But so that's a pretty sick trophy he gets. And then at the other local tournaments, we usually get these championship deck box. So shout out to Skylar, man. If you watch the video, we appreciate you for sure. So these These are the championship deck boxes he gets from his other local cup when we win. So he's got a ton of those laying around, way more than I do. Dude, we're in such a bad spot in this matchup. We're about to get our ass kicked. All right, well, I think we figured it out. This is not the way to play this the Dragapult Greninja deck is not it. We've talked about this in other streams too. Is it's my own fault, but I'd hate losing, right? So this deck mechanic to me seems even worse because we're now 2-6 or 2-8 on the night. It's not fun, right? Losing totally sucks, bro. This is not good. Could it be this build? It's certainly very possible. I think I would put together the Dunsparce deck before this one. I know we talked about it. Zero brought it up earlier in the chat. If we should be running the let me go see if we got is the Beedrill deck up here. No. There is one of these that runs it with the Mega Starmie and the Mega Greninja. I mean, that could be an interesting way to play it. Again, I don't know if that one's any better or not. Unfortunately, I think a lot of these are all going to be about the same, to tell you the truth. It's just the mechanic is just not as good as Dragapult, and the draw support is not even close. So you're just better off playing Dragapult, right, rather than playing Mega Greninja. I mean, there's hard reason to say that this is the right deck to play competitively. Yeah, pretty dang interesting for sure. Yeah. So I do think it'll be a sick idea if we can get some of these championship mats framed and hung. That'd be pretty damn sick. So, certainly something we're going to go check out and see how we can do that with. I mean, some of the mats I think are fun to play on, but he actually prefers to play on some of the other mats for sure. So, I think I think we'll probably try to get them all hung up and get some cool frames and get them looking good. So I think that's a plan through the summer. Yeah, no, it was pretty sick and super proud of Parker. I don't think you were on here earlier when we talked about it that they have a new tournament set up through this. This is the first year they've done it. That in the state of Colorado, they're going to do like a state tournament because we don't have any regionals that are set up in Colorado. And so this year it's invite only, and it's a pretty small number that get invited. So Parker's actually number 4 or 5 in Colorado right now. All the numbers aren't in, but he's 5th currently, but I think he'll be 4th in the state of Colorado when all the numbers are done. And so that'll be pretty dang sick. So here in a little over a month, we'll go to Denver for a big tournament. So pretty proud of him. He's been playing pretty tough throughout the year. I don't know if we'll keep playing the same deck, if he'll want to switch things up. It's hard to make a change when he's been as successful as he has been, but those are things him and I will kind of get figured out. So pretty excited for that, and I'm hopeful that we can go over to Denver and be successful for Western Colorado. So yeah, I mean we're in the smaller part of Colorado, so a lot of times we don't get all the love and that the rest of the state does. So we're hopeful we can go over there and be good. That's kind of the goal. And so we're going to get a bunch of deck testing in for that tournament for sure. And again, we have 3 other buddies of mine who are all probably going to get in, I think, right now. We'd have to look at the numbers again. Yeah, so we got a decent group of us, I think, that can do well. Yeah, I hope so. And And so otherwise through the summer, there isn't a whole bunch set up through Pokemon. So we're going to probably do some expanded stuff coming up here over the next few weeks, because we have a couple local tournaments for expanded. So those are some things that I want to get tested out and look at. Unfortunately, on TCG Live, you can't play the entire expanded deck. So even if we go to casual and expanded, we can't even go into all of the card base you can use in expanded. So that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, so there's no, as far as locally, we have no cups through the whole summer. So we already did our July cup. So yeah, the cups are over. We'll have some small challenges. But unfortunately, the only big event, the only event where Parker could get any more championship points would be to go to NAIC, and I don't think we're going to be able to make that work this year. I mean, it's only in a couple weeks, anyways. So unfortunately, all that's left is NAIC and Worlds, right? So then we'll be getting into the next calendar year of tournament play, and at that point, Parker's going to be a senior instead of a junior. So it'll be kind of a new, a new thing for him to see if he can still be successful even at the next age bracket. We know a lot of times kids at that age also get out of Pokemon, so it'll be interesting to see how he feels about Pokemon over the next year or two. I mean, I think he's going to still love it, but you never know, right? I mean, it's hard to have a big gauge on it. So, so we're hopeful this tournament in Denver is a good one, because it's kind of the last one we have as Parker as a junior. So, yeah, and then otherwise we'll just be, like I said, we'll be doing some expanded stuff. We're going to be doing some new videos on. We talked about this early in the chat too. Is built deck building and stuff like that. We always love those videos. And then I've got a bunch of shorts that are going to be popping up this week and next week too. So hopefully you guys get a chance to check those out and let me know what you think. I don't think we'll be playing Mega Greninja next week in the non-meta Monday. So again, you guys gotta let me know. Is there something you want to see next Monday? B-Drill is one that I have on the list. I'd have to look at Indianapolis results. I haven't looked at them yet because we just got back yesterday. But if there's some cool decks in Indianapolis, might be willing to run some of those coming up here. I think that'd be pretty cool to find like some random deck in there to test it out. So, and then we'll be back on Wednesday night. So Wednesday we'll have some games going. I'm not sure what we'll be testing on Wednesday yet. We've had a couple of different ideas for Wednesday nights. 2 weeks ago we did, was it like play till you lose on Wednesday? Whatever it was, Win Streak Wednesday. We may do that again. If we're not going to do Win Streak Wednesday, there was a few other ideas I saw that looked pretty cool. One of them was like Wild Card Wednesday, where like I can just spin a wheel. We can even just do Wheel Wednesday, where I just get a wheel going and we can just put in a bunch of random decks and we just see what the wheel hits and we play it, right? So we got a variety of things on Wednesday we'll get going with. And then Sunday, if we get a chance, we'll get back into the Tournament of Doom and see what's running through that tournament. And then I think otherwise, we're, like I said, we got a whole bunch of different things we're looking into, some expanded. So we'll probably get some expanded stuff going and test some of that out. So yeah, anyways, man, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Zero and Jedi, for jumping on for sure. And for everybody else, if you haven't, please go smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to grow the channel and put out great content. And again, I need the community to help me with that. So I certainly appreciate everything you guys do. And then, our normal sign out, as always, is have a Poke